cut to this.
Yeah.
Okay. G1 versus Elevate. Game number 1. All the players are moving.
Yes!
Let's play some Rocket League.
We've hit the ball. We are on the pitch. This is fantastic. Atomic's missed, but it was tactical. It's only coming in from the side. Happy days, everybody. Appreciation to each and every one of you for sticking with us. We know it's tough when there's tech delays, but the people, Stumpy, they want to see G1 elevate, and they're hoping, maybe many of them, that the upset is occurring, but G1 will not give Elevate anything easily.
G1 are going to make this exceptionally hard. A couple of early chances may well see Elevate having a good chance to start off with, and I think the start of this series is going to be very important for them. We've seen just how other teams who are going to be the underdogs, like we saw Limitless earlier, when they go down a couple, even if they get chances, it then becomes nigh impossible to work their way back from.
Oh!
But the first goal, our opener, falls to Virtuoso.
We have seen some huge dunks today already, and that's another one to add to the collection. Virtuoso gets the first touch, follows it down, and Atomic breaks rule 1 of don't get dunked.
Virtuoso, bottom right camera, the first goal of the series, and he goes, shh.
Yes.
He shushes the camera.
You gotta love the shush. The shush is iconic in Rocket League esports. It is everywhere.
The sheer confidence.
And he's going again now into the corner. Virtuoso wants to chase this one up. They know that he can dunk him down. Only his 50-50 game isn't too bad either. And manages to plonk it onto the top of Doritos Fennec before Realize finally sweeps up. Loves keeping the ball close to his car, Realize. Always wants control, but Oli, he just bulldozes his way through.
Wonderful double tap from the ground as well. Waits out, Realize, sees he's not got the touch, boosts straight back towards the wall, and Kami in reverse gear. No contact is able to be made. Oli, bottom right corner, the equalizer for G1.
Elevate, though, looking more than capable of taking this one to their opponents. Excuse me. Not just sat back, not just defending, pushing forwards every step of the way. G1 has done fantastically to deal with that so far as Dorito puts it to the back wall, but Oli wasn't quite on the same wavelength, as you can see on that beautiful score bug.
Wow.
Vulcan's 3-0 versus Group. Wow. Aguero will not be happy about that.
Aguero's going to be fuming. People might have seen Ampus's Twitter, got a selfie with Aguero earlier.
Oh, what? I want one.
Which was cool. He explicitly said in his contract, no.
Don't be mean about it. No, there's
not with Cole.
I can
3 minutes, 22 seconds.
Please.
G1 versus Elevate. That 1-all scoreline looking ever so tasty for Elevate as well. But G1 has chances with Oli with a little bit of a better goal. Dorito sending it longwards. Virtuoso taps it straight towards that backboard. And those demos, Cole, Realize getting Oli on that chance. It's something that we've seen that some of these emerging regions go for, and they have been very fortuitous.
Yeah, they're completely effective as well. You know, if you're out-rotated, out-mechanicked, you can still take them out. Dorito, he helped out Atomic there. Realize was in the corner up against Dorito. Dorito doing all he can just to bring a bit of steadiness to G1 proceedings. I think that's what's needed, some in-game management leadership from G1 as Realize charges that one forward. And it goes into the corner. Elevate continuing to ask serious questions of G1.
The G1 having fantastic answers to them as well. Lovely touch from Virtuoso round, but the pressure continues for G1 and their patience from Atomic again in the corner. And again from Oli, passes that central, just taps it past Dorito. But we're definitely seeing G1 control the pace of the game so far, making sure they slow it down, that they let Elevate tucker themselves out and use more boost than they need to.
Kami, the joint most experienced RL esports LAN attendee, his 11th. He's been here so many times, still fighting for more, still desperate to bring some love to Elevate and to the APAC region as they do some defending against G1. And now he indeed can take it away. The Kiwi in the corner. Dorito leaves this one to Realize. He follows it down off the backboard. Does he have the read? He has Oli instead. And Atomic sends it sideways.
He could have gone for the ball there too. Realize had the chance to go for something a little bit more concrete, but instead he goes for the bump. Unfortunately, no one there to receive his touchdown, which is a shame because the setup was spectacular.
Ooh, Oli misses that one on the backboard. That could have spelled a little bit of trouble. But credit to Atomic. He saw it coming and got in the way instead, and now down the other end, he can finish what he started. It's 2-1 to G1. All of this came from Atomic reading a miss from his teammate. Good communication from G1.
That's a terrible touch from Vert, though, isn't it?
He tried to get in the way, and he just got in the way of his teammate, unfortunately. Quite what was needed.
Yeah, Vert touching it back down just sets the opposition up. Easy tap in, realistically, for Atomic. 90 seconds. Elevate started well, but G1 have come back. In this nice edge dribble over the top, but Realize gets caught out by Oli. Individually, an incredible player, Oli. It'll be interesting to see where he ends up.
It's been tough for Oli. I mean, you know, you go into Oxygen and you're performing so well at the Rotterdam LAN. You were the favourite. You know, absolutely destroyed Gen G in that Swiss. and then everything just seemed to go wrong from that point forwards. Really, for him, he was benched for a split, and then he joins G1, and things haven't gone well at all. But none of that matters, Stumpy. If you do well at Worlds, if you perform here, not only is the prize money 10 times everywhere else, but also the glory, the legacy that you can build from winning matches between these hallowed halls.
Yeah, a final test at Worlds here in Düsseldorf. I hope we're going to be seeing lots of people in chat here as well. When we come, when we have the crowd day in a week and a week today actually. Be nice to see people attending. Atomic trying to push his way down on that pass. Only removed Realize, and so this attack can continue. Only with the ball possession, flicked central, and then saves it. Going to be hoping that does not bite him in the bum a little bit later on. 30 seconds, G1 just cleared by that one.
Oh, lovely demo though from Virtuoso. It's actually Realize demo. Virtuoso tries to complete the job. Kami, he got himself in the way, and he stays there as well. Good decision, putting the pressure on G1. 15 seconds left for the Elevate squeeze. The G1 hoping they'll be able to take what they'll see as a well-deserved game one. Realize maybe with one more chance. He goes high, gets a flip reset. Can he put it into the heart of the goal? Not quite on that occasion. And it's sunk down by Oli and Dorito. And G1, after a long old wait, do take game one.
At the death too. Realize he got the reset. It was on target. Saved away by G1. Looking pretty calm, looking pretty confident. G1 not looking as if they were too stretched. The opening goal was a great sign, and a 2-1 scoreline isn't too bad for Elevate either, but they're going to want to be winning this one, because if you go, as we said earlier, 0-2 down, you find yourself in a very, very scary position in the Swiss.
Elevate have a chance to stop themselves going 0-2, not just in the Swiss, but also in this series as well, if they lose this one. Upcoming on Forbidden Temple, which was the map in which they beat Vitality. Lest we forget. True. It happened. I was there.
And G1 have never won a game 4. So that's Utopia already on the side of Elevate. So already we're looking at a 2-1 for Elevate. They just need to win 2 more.
Okay. Well, I mean, that one was only within 1 goal as well. So lots of signs for Elevate of why 65% of you in predicting Elevate were correct.
No, we had a lot of switches, so I'm going to make it 90-10.
90% of you thought Elevate were going to win. Wow. I hope there's that much biasness in the crowd when people come down.
And if chat are wrong, I'm going to lambast them.
You're going to blame them.
That's going to be rude.
Yeah, they made Elevate overconfident going into this series.
But realistically, G1, great game management. They went down, did not faze them. They managed to get one back, get the second off Virtuoso's error. Very, very well played. Nicely controlled in the last 30 seconds as well. And in the first 4 seconds, Dorito opens it up exactly how they wanted.
The dream start to what is turning into a professional job here from G1. A simple goal from the kickoff, an easy little plonk finish from Dorito, and then a quiet, relaxed fist bump between their players. And that is what I want to see from G1, a team that needs to just straddle the line between passion and over-exuberance a little bit better at times. Perhaps this is the sign that they're starting to do so, but Realize the chance to equalise, and he does sneak it in, and for all G1's good work, it's 1-1.
And a brilliant pass across as well. Burt takes a great touchdown, finds Kami, completely open. G1 sends 2 players to it, and Realize can snipe bottom right. That is an equaliser just 6 seconds later.
Wow, okay, well, honours even after 12 seconds. Both teams laying gloves on their opponents early doors. Realize into the center. Virtuoso is rotating back. Is he able to turn on a dime and tackle Dorito, who flick resets it above his own goal? And now Kami clears long. Realize was a little bit far away to really continue that attack, but does get there in the end, in the corner. Challenge sends it central. Elevate, I was wondering if after that opening G1 goal, it could be a little bit deflating, but no signs of that so far.
I think Elevate are going to have to look towards that game management as well. They need to make sure that whenever they pick up boost, they're not using it quite as much as we've seen them use when they are playing in APAC as well, because you just don't get punished. Like, Elevate, they don't have too many opportunities when they're playing teams that aren't gladiators to then think, oh, we're really being stretched here. And they're really making us work for all the boosts we're getting. Now, they can run riot somewhat. Going to make sure that G1 are going to be shutting them down, and they need to know how to deal with that as well.
It's now 3-1 to Falcons against Crew, so Crew did get a game back, and I will tell you that if Crew, with Aguero here, get the first ever reverse, best of 7, up. What a play that is from Elevate!
A brilliant shot from Realize. All it does is loop, and all Kami does is throw off every single defender. Oli reckons he's got it. Kami's not there. Oli easily clears that away. Brilliant, brilliant disguising of where that ball was going to find itself.
I'll finish my thought. If Crew do get the reverse sweep, I will give out an almighty Aguero. It'll be really cringe. Anyway, I'm going to just look. It's 2-2. It's 2-all. That's just...
Sorry.
I'm going to stop talking. Yeah, just...
No, just real quick.
Yeah, mate.
Atomic, you got the equaliser, fair play.
Yeah, but... Come on.
You'd shout...
Aguero! All right.
That's how you said it.
Yeah, all right, Mr. Bracket. Reset! You know each other's secrets. It's fine.
Okay, let's move on.
No one else noticed.
No, let's move on.
Oh, hello!
Realise! You absolute hero!
Just stop for a second, please. We're trying to talk here, but Realise doesn't care what we're saying.
Oh,
Straight
what
from
a
the kickoff. Mate, I'm telling you, Realise is like 3.0 of himself. This player who's just been at the top of his region for so many years.
Man's real deal.
He seriously is. Other players, they come and join his region. Other teams form around him. People challenge him. He remains the king of the APAC region. He's one of his princes, Virtuoso. Sets him up. It's just wide from Realise. And Elevate have a serious chance in this game.
It was an awkward angle, but Realise still made it scary. Dorito, though, on the opposite push, picks up boost. Elevate start to wear their thin. They use a lot of it. Oli up high, goes low with it. A second touch below Realise. Oli, he is still making sure that his presence is felt.
What a stunning shootout in game number 2. Oli keeps it simple, booms it to the backboard and follows it home. Elevate didn't have the resources back to deal with it. And G1 now, they're the equalizers, and what a game this is.
Absolutely. 3-all in 2 minutes. Goal after goal after goal. And wonderful Oli with a nice save in the end, but does miss his initial touch that he definitely aimed for. Chance now for Atomic down that left-hand side. To go high, only 30 though. He's not going to get the distance, but he does get a 50. Dorito pushed up a little bit too far. Now Kami sends the ball away with the reset though over the top of Oli. Oli taps it to the corner, and yet more good defense from G1.
Realise is refusing to leave G1 alone. He can sense that this could be Elevate's game. Dorito though has been found up against Virtuoso. Atomic's coming in as well. It's almost impossible, but they've managed to do so. Elevate keep it at 3-3. Oli's now tracking backwards, but Realise who else is right behind him.
Tell you what though, that save from Vert is extraordinary. Gets a touch when he's in the 2v1 situation and then makes it a save that is manageable by Realise. Outstanding defense from the Irishman.
There's a pass here from Kami to Virtuoso. If he can find him, I think that Kami couldn't quite decide whether he wanted to shoot or pass there. In the end, it wasn't really either. And now Dorito tracks back. Oli gets in the way, pushes it to the corner.
Good defense again from Vert. Is patient and waits. He was left alone is my only worry in that defense. So that's going to keep happening. G1 are going to be finding themselves in situations where they can bump, where they can demo. Exactly like they have just seen. Virtuoso down the other end, sees what G1 lacks, sees what Kami needs, opens the net.
For a while, it was end-to-end with 2 attackers and 1 defender on each side. Finally, it's like an old game of Heat Seeker, where you think, you know what, I'm just going to be up there bumping and demoing, and then we will score, and that's what Elevate did.
1 goal clear. Elevate looking brilliant in this second one. On Forbidden Temple as well.
I know.
As he said, the map that they beat Vitality on in the Spring Major. On that back corner, Atomic is up. Actually, Oli was up as well. That's a lot of boost used. Atomic, though, with a reset, can't quite scoop it in. Lures in Dorito. No one can get the shot off, unfortunately for them. Oli up high, 50 boost, goes for 1. The dunk is on. But instead from the opposite side, Kami comes in and clears.
Atomic takes a clean first touch. Then gets the pass towards Oli. You preach up, but Kami, more heroics on the goal line. Dorito's turn. Oli's in the center again. Dorito fakes it. The bump's going to be so dangerous. And there's Oli to see it away.
The bump does not do Elevate any favors on that chance either. Dorito, he had not much momentum until Vert punched into his backside, sends it high for Oli. Bit of a tap-in, bit disappointing. Elevate 4-all. G1, they are not laying down and letting an emerging region get any goals on them. Any games on them, rather.
Yeah, and again, they've got 4 goals.
Got 4 goals on them,
that one happened. It could be 5 here.
It's 5.
It is 5 here. They just can't defend from kickoffs.
A 9-goal thriller at the Temple. Dorito with a huge miss. Oli doesn't read that whatsoever. Still gets demoed.
Old school Vert.
Still sends him off.
Love that from Vert.
It's no problem. Kami gets the 5th for Elevate. Beautiful play. A minute remains, and this game is anybody's.
It's well and truly alive as Kami waits for this ball to land on him. Realise he shoots. Oli's there. Virtuoso's coming in, but Oli just sweeps up, sends it forwards.
Intelligent from Virtuoso too. Didn't come in too late, otherwise that goal may well be open on their side.
Virtuoso over the top of his shoulder, has 2 defenders in front of him. Atomic charges him down fast. Good play from him. Realize to the ceiling, Virtuoso is there. All these Elevate players refusing to leave, even after they lose the ball, remaining an option for a redirect or for a bump or a demo.
35, Elevate with this ever-important lead. Right-hand wall found and blocked out by Oli. Dorito going for a bump, realizes a bit too strong, turns, Dorito passes back, but Virtuoso shepherds Atomic away.
Someone please send the ball towards the opposite goal. Right now everyone's passing it as if it's opposite day. Kami does so, Oli saves it, realizes there. Can he get the double tap? He goes for the snapshot. 10 seconds left and Elevate retain their lead.
Good bump in that midfield, opens it up. Atomic finds Oli, back to Atomic. A bump, a pass, a shot at 50. The final 3 ticks down. Elevate, the ground is all they need. The fake, the miss, whatever you want to call it, it's a game win. Elevate, tie our series.
The cherry blossoms in full bloom as APAC do some serious damage to EU. All of them involved, 500-point gains across the board. Virtuoso, he was quiet for 216 points, but he was getting demos, opening doors for Kami, and realized Elevate equalized.
7 demos in total for Elevate compared to G1's 2. That was the difference maker. That is what Elevate are able to do when you take your eyes off them. When you look away from the ball and you haven't spotted Virtuoso for a while, check your rear view camera.
This game more than deserving of the Mobile One high performance replay tag. Let's just sit back and enjoy these goals. Elevate would end up winning, but each and every one of them had a little spice of quality. Look at that from Realize.
That catch is beautiful.
It's old school. That is an old school air dribble. You rarely see it now.
The placement from Oli on that shot too goes below Realize in the goal. This one was a little bit of a Virtuoso error. Realize pushed up a little bit too far, maybe ends up middle of the net. And a Dorito miss was for the 5th. Good job, Elevate. They are working past a G1 team that is going to... They are playing freer. You think you can tell they're not playing, they're not thinking, oh gosh, we're going to overthink every move. They are playing very free. That's leading to errors.
Yeah, that's the problem with G1. You know, when they do play with that freedom, they can occasionally miss the ball on the backboard or make a misplaced pass. But make no mistakes, Elevate were earning each and every one of those goals. G1 did not make it easy for them. And Elevate, they've got some serious momentum to take into game number 3. G1 are going to have to stem it. It could be the exact start they need, but Oli couldn't quite get the angle for the shot, and the pass wasn't met.
Passed it back to his teammate's killer. First 15 is going to be seeing G1 with early opportunities. Virtuoso sitting still in a corner, and we're going to be seeing a pause come in as well, making sure that all players are good, that they are happy, that they are able to play this game to the best of their ability.
I can confirm that all 6 players are still on the map, so it must be maybe an error with headphones or something similar. 3-2.
Spicy.
Capital A, capital G, capital U are just in front of me for the subtitles of... Is that what I sound like in that moment?
That's what I hear.
Of course, Stumpy, you know the exact moment I'm referencing, the Aguero moment?
Yes, when he scored a football goal.
This guy knows his soccer. You prefer car soccer?
On the blues.
You like car soccer, don't you?
On the blues.
Some serious car soccer going on right now.
I do like soccer. You are very correct. G1 looking a little bit frustrated that they're going to be seeing a few of these issues coming in as well. I think that was that Dorito who was just like putting his head back like, oh,
yeah,
I just want to get in and play.
Exactly. That's what these players want to do. They want to play. They want to build on any momentum they have and fix any errors, because any mistakes that were happening in the last game will still be, you know, on their minds a little bit. It's so tough to have the match that you're playing just have to stop. Like, it cannot be overstated enough how much momentum can be checked, how much team vibes can suddenly die if you're not careful, if the coaches don't get involved in the right way, and if the players aren't saying the right things. These are key moments in series, and they're totally natural for esports.
If you want to be seeing, by the way, an absolute banger of a series.
You just have a sneaky look at the A stream.
A little peek with really close.
Stumpy, we've told you are not good enough for the A stream.
Please.
All right.
Thank you. I had a little peek around our lovely big fabric screen. Had a little look. They are about to begin game number 6, I believe that would be, because it's 3-2, right?
Yeah.
So about to begin game number 6. Get both of them open. We can hear Corelli. Is it Corelli and Lemon Kiwi?
No, it's Turtle.
Turtle and Lemon Kiwi. They are both popping off over there. So make sure you got both open. And I feel like there's a lot on the line right now for not just G1 Elevate. There's a lot on the line for Falcons versus Crew as well. Mostly because it's the battle of the emerging regions.
Yes,
like
exactly.
Everyone's talking about Sam at the moment. MENA with Rule 1, they've gone not by the wayside by any means, but like everyone's thinking, well, they're sick now, obviously. But Falcons, I think they're there to prove a point.
Yeah, I think that Falcons...
They're like, why have we taken our spotlight?
Exactly. They don't really care about MENA as a region, I feel. They care about Falcons. And it's been on that for a long time with these emerging regions. You know, there was a time we'd say, oh, they're representing South America, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, they're representing Team Secret. Falcons are representing MENA. You know, Elevate have got to the point now where they're no longer representing APAC. They are representing Elevate.
They are Elevate,
and that is how much these teams and these players have been improving.
Especially at Worlds, we are no longer earning spots for any competition.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it's just, oh, we're here. Oh, we're going to aim to win everything.
And they want to. Every single one of these players here will believe truly that they can win this event. No matter how misguided they may end up being, you do not make it to this point, to this height of any competition, of anything, if you don't believe that you can be the best. That is the amount of work every single one of these players has to put in just to even make it here, to grace these halls.
And every single win means a huge amount as well, because you get even more money. Like, just by getting a single win, you're therefore no longer in that bottom spot. You're not going to be getting just that $8,000. You're then going to get
more, baby.
With a win, you then get 12,000. Then you get 16, then 20, then 30. Then it gets real, because then you get 100.
Is it 30 to 100?
100. 100.
Wait, how much do you... Where are you to get 100,000?
5th to 8th.
5th to 8th.
Make it
to the last 8.
But you more than triple your money.
That's one of the biggest matches, monetarily wise, in Rocket League. But then the finals,
you're paying for 200 grand.
Imagine that.
It's a few steps away for both G1 and Elevate.
I genuinely think if you asked me to throw a ball in the air and catch it 5 times for 200 grand, I'd bottle it.
You have to throw it 10 feet.
Oh, that's easy. Sometimes higher is easier because you've got more time to sort of... There's a lot of physical movement I'm doing here. You get to move around.
You look like you're trying to tango.
I'm sort of dancing with it, man. Do the juggle. Everyone stand up and do the juggle.
You're awful to look at a lot.
Sorry, that's fair, that's fair. But yeah, no, my point is there's a lot of pressure here. If you could throw and catch a ball 5 times for 200 grand, 1 chance.
Can I have 5 chances?
No, like you have to do it 5 times in a row.
Oh. Yeah, I'll give it a go. I wouldn't turn it down.
But if you lose, then I kick you in the shin.
Yeah.
Fair play.
Deal.
Respect. I respect a man who is that confident.
The frustration on G1, I think, is now clearly showing. We're seeing a couple of players putting their heads back. They're thinking, guys, please, can we just get into it? Because once you're in the flow, once you get into flow state, and then you're pulled quite rudely out of it, by no fault of any player, you're then just thinking, oh, can we just get into this game? Let's just start. Like, just the frustration you need to work through.
Who has been your best performer so far for G1? Who is the player that's looking likely to drag them out of this mire that they might be about to be put into by Elevate?
I've quite enjoyed Atomic. He had a couple of assists, I believe, previously. He's made sure that he has been setting up his teammates, and I think he also got one of the goals. Well, I mean, there were like 4 goals, so I hope he got one of them. But yeah, Atomic for me, he's looked decent. I think Oli as well has been putting on a lot of pressure. How about you?
How funny that you said the 2 players I wasn't going to mention. I was going to say Dorito. I feel like he is the one who is most similar to the Realize role on the other team, where he's the one who keeps the ball close to him. He just wants to launch those grenades from one side to the other, and eventually, you know, they are exploding in the Elevate goal. But they're all capable. They're all well and truly capable. I mean, the thing of Atomic, he came up with the OG Team Queso. You know, alongside, oh my goodness, I'm gonna look silly here. VK Salen.
Oh my
Atomic,
word. VK
Salen. No, they replaced someone else for VK Salen. Oh, why have I done this to myself? I knew I didn't know, and I went with it anyway.
Why did you do this?
Curse you, mouth. It was Atomic, VK Salen, and someone else. A couple of other people, presumably, because one was replaced. Anyway, good teams. Oh, Demensa! And Samway! Yes, I got it. Hey, Realize.
Talk about Realize.
I wasn't even watching. I was too busy looking back into my mind. But this was a kickoff goal for Elevate at the end. And it's an own goal for Atomic as well. Demensa and Thamway would not have had that back in their day, mate.
Oh, they wouldn't have done, but where are they now? Atomic as well, middle camera was like, oh, I was wanting to get into this game so badly. And then I just got an Only G. He's going to be fuming at himself for that.
It's coming into the center. It's cleared long. Here is Atomic trying to make up for his mistake. It's a lovely little touch, deft in towards the Elevate goal. Elevate, you have another lead. And now it's Atomic. Virtuoso's chasing him down. Virtuoso loves that roll. Never turns it down. Couldn't quite connect. Only here realized huge clearance as well. When the pressure was on, to get that ball to safety with G1 bearing down upon you, massive.
And tell you what, this pressure from Elevate has been pretty substantial. There's an error or two from G1, Oli having want and open up for Realize's pass, but instead, we're now seeing a bit more pressure forming on the side of Elevate in favor of G1. That pinch going high, hits the ceiling, Virtuoso up again. No, if he faked that, Kami was there waiting.
It's a common move as well. The aerial fake, seeing it more and more at the highest of levels to show how high the communication is between these teams. Elevate not quite there yet, but they are in this series. Oli's being bullied. Atomic helps out his mate, but Kami might have another bite of the cherry. Into the corner with him. Dorito doinks it forward, tries to follow it down, but realizes touch again is exactly what Elevate need until Atomic can aerial it away. G1 needs something, Stumpy. It's not quite happening for them.
But the saves for G1 so far have been great, considering the pressure that Elevate have put on them. Good chance there to get a bump on the keeper. Instead, Oli waits patiently. Atomic now in the back corner. Gets it very central. Dorito thankfully there. Falcons have just beaten Crew. That's going to be a 4-2 result. No.
Aguero, no.
I don't like that you definitely prepared that earlier.
Oli, the flip is set into the center. Virtuoso charges him down. Decent defending here from Elevate. And then there's a transition as well to boot. Kami to the ceiling. Virtuoso's chasing. Something that he definitely has in his book. He hasn't been relying on it all this season with Elevate, even at Majors. But now he's remembering how the old Virtuoso used to play, how annoying he could be, how much he could disrupt defenses. And they're 2-0 up.
The passing play down that left wing is brutal. Can't realize rather, directly onto the roof of Kami, who can jump and flip out, sends it bottom right corner, the net is open, Elevate with a huge capitalization. And did you see all the frustration on G1's side?
There was a lot of shaking heads there, Stumpy, for G1. They were turning to one another, wondering where everything went wrong. You just have to keep moving forwards. This is a long old best of 7 in this beautiful Worlds format. There's always more Rocket League to play. G1 have to make the most of that. Right now, things are swinging against them. That can happen in this series, and you can still win it. Oli's up, he wins the race. Virtuoso just got a little nibble on him. And Atomic puts it into the center, where Realize was waiting.
The defense from Elevate has looked even better. 2 minutes 30 and a 2-goal lead. We have seen teams, even today, we've seen them fall down from a 4-0 lead into an overtime. Moist managed to earn that earlier. They didn't get the game win, but 2 is absolutely doable for a team as quality as individually wise as G1 is. Dorito picking up one. Atomic back towards Oli. That's got a lot of beans on it, though, so that's going to be an easy save for Realize as the shot was somewhat wild. The bounce out from the post, a negative angle. Thank you, 4th member of Elevate.
Almost perfection from Dorito, but against Elevate the way they're playing, almost ain't good enough. Oli sends it forward. It's all G1 for now. Elevate rotating as well as they possibly can, keeping up their discipline. But G1 are trying to put the pressure on Oli with the doink. Dorito's on the backboard. He wants to get the bump. Atomic's in. He smushes it against the backboard. And Kami was just waiting. Elevate finding these seconds. Atomic knocking it back towards his own goal again. The G1 just can't get the passes to connect.
A minute has elapsed since last they had pressure. G1 now with another chance. 90 boost, but blocked in the air by Realize. And again, Virtuoso back corner. More chances, more fakes, more tricky little plays. And G1, this push is starting to become even more terrifying.
Ooh, look at the fakery there. Dorito can turn around, he can shoot as well. Virtuoso's up, avoided Oli's bump, and got the ball away into the halfway line. Realize this time, he sends it so long. Elevate, defending brilliantly, valiantly, charging down everything G1 are chucking at them, and then when the demos come in, they make use of every spare second that buys.
But these seconds are ticking down for G1 and their pressure is building. Boost even scarier. Atomic removes Burt. Atomic again, the double demo chances off his own crossbar. Burt comes in, valiantly sends it high. 40 seconds, Elevate continue to hold on. Realize back corner, and with Oli pushing, he then has to manage to take control to the ceiling though. Atomic with boost, with time, with positioning. Yet again, G1, they have pushed, they have scrambled, and yet nothing to show for it.
Atomic's up though. 1 goal here could just really put the squeeze on Elevate, and they're gonna get it as well. G1 are not letting Elevate have it easy.
What a goal from Atomic 2. A reset instantly used from the ceiling. That is the quality that Atomic can show.
G1 have conceded a few goals from kickoffs. Now they have to flip that narrative on its head. They win this one as far as Virtuoso. Atomic to the ceiling, wants to charge down Vert. Vert makes sure that Atomic can't do it just about. Realizes there, it can only go sideways. Only doesn't get the redirect. Dorito shoots in the post. Atomic's there. It's saved by Realize again. Kami, can you kill this one? The region on your shoulders. Dorito is waiting. He's lingering only.
Oh my gosh, that's
just
brave.
has to watch Virtuoso fake out his teammate. And they've done it.
Oh, that was brave. Oh, that was brave. Oh my word, my heart is in my throat and I'm going to be sick.
Oh my goodness.
That was... Vert,
Vert's so chill. Look at him. He's like, yeah.
with one of the boldest plays that we have seen on his own backboard. 0 seconds, 2 players attacking him, and he brings it close, doesn't clear it. No, just lets it drop and shields it. Brilliant play from him.
In that Virtuoso moment of brilliance, APAC have just doubled the number of games they've ever got against EU and NA. Before this series, it was 1. They've just got 2 in this series alone to make it 2-1. This is
Unreal.
uncharted territory for the region, uncharted territory for the players. But for G1, Stumpy, there is still time. But serious conversations need to be had right here, right now.
Absolutely. We are seeing a side of Elevate that I think a lot of people thought could happen. That a lot of people thought this may well come out. That game management is brilliant. That is bravery from Vert too. He also, with like 10 seconds left, cleared it off his own crossbar. Just complete ballsy plays throughout. But G1, their opportunities, they were coming. They just weren't shooting as accurately as we have seen from them historically. They've got the chances.
Yeah.
They've got so many opportunities where they can bring these games even closer than they are. G1, here on Utopia, a map that they have yet to win on at LAN. Can they do it for the first time to stop themselves going 3-1 down?
They've also had a few famous mess-ups on this here map of G1, which I'm sure have long been shaken away. Those ghosts exorcised, but it's gonna get even tougher for them now, Stumpy. All the conversations reduced to naught. They'll have to think things through yet again.
I don't want to sleep tonight anyway, lads. It's all right, don't worry about it.
You know this one's going to 7, right?
Oh, of course, naturally.
Yeah, absolutely.
Naturally. I mean, the players, it must be so frustrating. You just want to play. Please let us in. Please let us play. Yeah, there's going to be just a few issues. We're going to sort them out. Chat, I know you're there saying Omega, Lull, and Keck W.
Talk It League.
Talk It League.
Popular one. Shut up, Stumpy. Popular one.
Is it? Well, don't.
It's just a sort of general copy pasta that's going around at the moment.
Shut up, Stumpy.
Yeah, it will be a chant as well.
Oh, that's so mean.
The KC lot, the Vitality lot, Craftman and stuff.
That's what they team up with.
Yeah, but in different languages. Like there'll be the French.
Well, thankfully I'm English, so I only know English.
Oh, good man.
So I'm going to think it means you're doing really well, Stumpy. I'm proud of you. Signed, Dad.
Very concise language is French.
14 seconds went in that game. Don't know when we're going to be restarting from, but G1 are going to want to mentally restart themselves. They're going to need to have a bit of a fresh mind going into this because, as you said, Cole, unprecedented territory. Elevate 2-1 up versus the mighty G1.
Yeah, I mean,
pointed to me, so I don't know what you're talking about.
The stats as well. Have a look at these stats that we know off the top of our heads.
Go on, tell me what I know off the top of my head.
You know that APAC is 1-25. That's 3.85%, as I'm sure you figured out.
That's good.
And then 7.61% of their game wins on LAN. Their lone series win was against Sub-Saharan Africa, the 1 out of 25. 5 of their game wins were against Sub-Saharan Africa. They've now got 2 game wins in this series. It's been a long, slow process for this region. All the way back, it was one of the dream hacks, I can't remember, where Realize was there, and they got themselves a goal as well after traveling all that way. It's just been slow, steady, quite beautiful progress as well to watch this region flourish. And now here they are with seemingly the tech issues against them because they did not want this break, and certainly G1 against them too.
But tell you what though, G1 don't want to be that statistic. They want anything but. They want to make sure that they are not the team that was the first win for an emerging region like APAC to get against.
Yeah, the game they won against Vitality.
Of course, it's Vitality, yeah.
At the Spring Major. They also, Detonator got a game against FaZe Clan at the 21-22 Winter Major.
They did.
As well. I forgot about that one. So yeah, very, very rare for this to happen. We are witnessing potentially history. Even if G1 end up winning this series, we are still witnessing history.
It's still a milestone for APAC, regardless. But G1, right, cool. I can already see the comments. They were like, why are you so biased towards Elevate?
I'm saying the truth.
I know, but I'm acting as chat.
Sorry, okay.
I'm going to tell chat to shut up. But I'm also going to tell them that G1, as we've said, have got a really good chance to come back for this. They are a team that we've seen have the mettle to do this. They went through a tiebreaker in order to get to the Winter Major. That is when they managed to get through Quadrant, They also beat another team that my mind is so bad that I can't think of. Moist, potentially?
I think it was Moist, yeah. I think it was Moist.
Yeah, Moist first, and then it was Quadrum. They have the metal to be able to do this, but is a team that is on the brink of even being a team. Are they going to be able to take it against now Elevate, who are looking like they have got more determination than we have ever seen?
They seem quiet. They seem nervous to G1, but that may well just be the way that they operate. Not every team has to be standing up, shushing the camera after going 1-0 up after 6 seconds.
One goal.
Which I adore. I love that from Virtuoso. You know, that's the sort of the faux arrogance you need to have when you come into a series as the underdog, and Virtuoso showed it in that moment. But G1 don't necessarily need that. You know, you don't need Dorito standing on the table and chucking his controller at people. Not that you'd ever do that or anyone ever has, but that'd be a bit much. You'd be
too
banned.
much. Yeah, you should be banned.
And rightfully so. Agreed, man. You know, that's what I think too. Man.
What if he chucks the controller and beds it in Kami's head?
No, don't do that. Definitely don't do that. That'd be very wrong indeed. I just want to see the best of G1. The G1 that made it into the top 5 of Europe in winter. You know, I mean, they might have been 10th or whatever it was in EU this time around, but that's still pretty good.
They're currently 7th. They're the 7th seed. That's how
overall,
snuck in.
The season overall, yeah. So it's not been an easy path for Elevate, nor has it been for G1.
Yeah.
Both these teams are going to try and dig deep in their previous failings to come out of here victorious. Dorito challenges. Dorito almost gets the next touch. We're alive, it's game 4.
Utopia is proving ground. So both these teams Elevate to show that they are able to get yet another game win versus Europe. And for G1 to prove we're not going to be any slouches. We are not here to roll over and just be a statistic.
Atomic tries to charge down Realize. Which one of these teams is going to start quickest? We seem to have had a fair few kickoffs so far in this series of resets, hard resets. G1 will have enjoyed that one. The tactical timeout is still available if the technical timeouts we've had haven't counted as them.
Do they need it after we've had about 30 minutes of tech timeout?
That's the question for Dorito, Atomic, and Oli. I mean, there's probably a different feel to them. You feel a tactical timeout as magical and powerful, whereas you wouldn't say the same about a tech timeout.
True. I guess tech timeout, you're still trying to make sure that you're going to be able to get in nice and happily, nice and easily, but you're not got that time to talk. Minute has gone. No instant thus far. Elevate, with those 2-game wins, they're going to need to make sure they continue that run of form and don't do what we have established is winner's tilt.
Yes.
Where they start to think we need to change up how we're playing to ensure that we win this series. But actually, you've been winning this series because you've played exactly how you have. You can't think, okay, we're winning, now let's not mess up, because then that's when you do mess up.
Well, so far this game seems a little bit less rip-roaring than ones in the past. If anybody's just tuning in, we had a 5-4 in game number 2. 9-goal thriller that Elevate won out of. This one seeming like it'll be a little bit more tense between the two of them. As Atomic goes over the top of the Elevate goal, Realized beats it away towards Kami. Elevate were staying forward all the way down in the G1 half earlier on, but now they're retreating back a little bit more quickly. Swifter. Realized into the corner. Virtuoso takes out Atomic. That's good play from Virtuoso.
And this
clearing the path. Dorito's there. He's found Oli. But Oli can't take down Realized.
Atomic though around the side of one, nearly the double, but Realized manages to squeeze his way between Atomic and the ball. Realized now with a bit of messy defense, works around one and dribbles it back. Another shot, another save. All 3 players on Elevate gaining themselves plaudits.
But their boost is so low until Virtuoso gets a double demo. Dorito gets it all the way across the goal. Oli had respawned and got boost in time, and G1 take the lead.
This is what G1 failed to do in the previous game as well. They failed to get the goal after their huge amount of pressure in good time as well. Halfway through, they've secured their first, and that is a brilliant sign of life for G1.
Can they keep it going? They cannot sit back against Elevate. That's one thing we're learning. Oli to the center, bypasses one. Kami in front, he goes for the bump on Kami. Atomic's there to the backboard. Atomic sinks it, and now G1's class is showing.
That is a wonderful double tap two from Atomic. Oli leaves it, Atomic is in, he bumps Kami out of the way, the double threading the needle between 2 defenders. G1 halfway through, that's 2 goals in favor.
Barely halfway into this game as well. In fact, it will be just as they connect with the ball. Decent kickoff from Elevate, at least it doesn't look like for a second.
Good fake.
But he's able to take it away. Virtuoso gets another demo, maybe going for 1 or 2 too many. Returns up the old ways, and now G1 is just passing through them.
That's Oli. That is Oli from the backboard. One reset with the cheeky second touch, another touch, bumps Vert, then makes Kami jump. Atomic can come in. Oli, the facilitator down the entirety of their boogeyman pitch.
G1 the signs of life more than showing now. They are reanimated. They are living. The heart is beating within them. Virtuoso takes his touch on the corner. Burrito refusing to leave. Now he does. Oh, that was a massive shot. But Oli yet again, a star performance from him so far in this game. Getting in the way of everything Elevate are trying. Virtuoso shoots. Oli again is there, beating away. Chance after chance, attack after attack. And the challenge game from Oli. Oh, I mean, that one wasn't quite so hot. But in general,
ignore that one.
his challenge game's really good.
Yeah, we've seen Oli historically as well be a player that is monstrous in 50s, that he is able to win them over and over again. We've seen that for a couple of years now as well. Missing on that chance with 90 seconds left, it's now just G1 to manage their game for them to win their it's their fifth game 4 that they have had that they are playing, and it'll be their first win of those 4.
Oh yeah, a big curse will be broken if they can survive the next 90 seconds. Maybe that thought will be lingering somewhere deep in the recesses of their minds. Realizing the corner. He sends it long. Virtuoso's up. Kami's in front of him. Elevate still pushing all the way to the end. Credit to them, but that one's not going to quite fall to Realize. They'll try and make something from it, but they'll have to do so via an Atomic Touch as Atomic comes forward. No boost at all. Just trying to end this game any way they can, G1. Slow things down, take control, and show something that G1 often is missing, Stumpy. Game management.
Realize into that back corner, can't get it any further. Atomic with a lovely touch around with 45 boost. He gets a reset, it's on target, it's a bump as well. But Virtuoso, his defense is yet again stellar.
Kami's just gonna desperately send this one long. Doesn't appear to be happening in this game for Elevate. G1 will be absolutely lapping that up as Oli nips in again. He's come online in the last 3 minutes or so. He's making G1 look like the force they once were. This is the version of G1 we were desperate for when Oli joined. This is how good they can be.
Final 15 is going to see G1 closing it out 2-all in the series, unfazed by all of these tech issues. They look frustrated. They look really quite annoyed.
Oh!
They are putting pressure on, and they are forcing Elevate to lift their game up.
I may have just seen the slightest hint of a smile between Atomic and Dorito. That's what we want to see.
Oh, that's nice.
That is nice. That is nice, because there's a story here for G1 as well. You know, we harp on about Elevate's story, trying to represent their region, etc. G1 are the exact same. The first Spaniards ever to make it into the World Championship.
I find that so weird.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Considering how influential Spain has been as a country in Rocket League.
Yeah.
And they've never had Spaniards at Worlds.
So they say.
How?
So OG Team Queso would have made Worlds, but that was in the RLCS X era when there were no majors.
Yeah.
Nachitao qualified for the RLCS in Season 9.
Yeah.
The Endpoint wouldn't have made the LAN, even if there had have been one in Season 9.
Yep.
Were there any Spaniards before Nachitao that we're not thinking about? Tabor Brothers? Anybody remember him?
I do. I know that you've written a script on this very recently that people may well be seeing take part in the main broadcast. It's a small miniature documentary, if you will.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. But when it comes out in chat, guys, you can all type the names. Type Nachitown.
Yeah.
And you can then type these boys' names as well, Atomic and Dorito. They are setting waves. And Cole, G1, they worked themselves back through those issues that they were finding in that second game especially. I'm impressed.
I love that goal.
Impressed. Yeah, that's nice.
It was so funny with the little boof goal explosion at the end as well. Boop, 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 boop.
I'm impressed with the turnaround that they've had mentally as well, because this must be exhausting for them.
Yeah.
Having to go, and for Elevate as well, having to go from, okay, we're in, oh, we're out, okay, tech issue, just sort that out, okay, we're in, oh, we're back out again. Yeah. That wears on your mind.
Yeah, that mental whiplash that the players are certainly experiencing will be getting to them. What it boils down to, though, is 3 more games, starting with Deadeye Canyon. Whoever takes this one will have 2 match points, 2 chances to complete history for either of these teams. But first, you've got to bludgeon your way through 5 more minutes of Rocket League as Realize sends it towards the blue goal. G1 have the answer defensively for now. The Elevate start well, maybe continue it, but Realize is all the way back.
Lovely touch for Atomic there too, sends it all the way into the opposite half. Do we see anything different from Realize, from Elevate, realistically?
No, I think he's just right off the last game. It didn't quite happen for them. They were chasing. They ended up conceding a couple more. It's way too late for them to change the blueprint. I don't believe they need to change the blueprint because I don't back G1 to play up to that standard for 2 more games, at least 2 more games either. So for now, no panic stations for Elevate. They also have their own tactical timeout in the locker should they choose to take it after this game if they do lose it, or even after they win the one after that. Because, you know, who was it who took one after winning? It was somebody. Hogan mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they do a Hogan mode.
Rest in peace, Hogan mode.
Oh, don't.
Well, they're still about, but just with no scrubs. They basically lost all of their charm. Minute elapsed. No goal. What's up?
I still like Hogan mode, but we'll move on. It's fine.
Yeah, you're a Growly stan.
I am a Growly stan. He's cool. He's cool.
Cool. God.
0-0, Stumpy, in this match that we're watching right now between Elevate and G1. Here on the B stream, we're having a good old fight here between these two teams. You gotta love it. Dorito up against Atomic. The two teammates getting somewhat in each other's way. Means the ball falls to Kami. Atomic in the end is able to just boom it long, but Virtuoso takes his time, perhaps too much. Then he waits again, maybe underestimating how speedy G1 can be when they choose to turn on the afterburners.
Minute 40 elapsed. Still nothing for either team. Playing a touch more cagey, but we saw just how those games end up going. And Elevate being removed from the pitch in the form of Realize, getting kicked off by Dorito. We saw Elevate do so well with their demos earlier on too. We saw just how much that opened their game up where they ended up getting that 2-1 win. If G1 can turn it around, remove Elevate from the pitch a little bit more often, then it may well come down to G1 taking the series, but they're going to have to try and think of that as well.
Yeah, they are starting to look like a superior team, G1, which by no means means they will win it. Maybe just have a little bit more in the locker, a few more tools to play with than Elevate do, unless we can get their ball players on the ball. Realize being really quiet the last couple of games, and that's credit to G1, stealing their boost, setting them left to right, forcing them to double commit normally, even when they're under the cosh.
The defense is messy from Elevate right now. There seems to be no second plan for what they're going for. They're not able to get any decent clears because they're hitting it as soon as they get it, rather than trying to find a teammate or think of step two.
One goal against the run of play from Elevate, though, would completely change that dynamic. G1 might be left just frustrated as they were starting to be until that last game before they stepped up yet again. Dorito to the backboard, realized there. One more time, Elevate getting anything they can on the ball, fingertips to it time after time, but Oli's misjudged that one. That might be a clean touch for an Elevate player, no, because Dorito's there. Kami sends it as far as he can. Oli with the clean first touch, has the second as well, it's just wide, and Virtuoso sends it forwards.
Bert from the ceiling tries to get the ceiling pinch goal, isn't able to secure it, and as we approach 90 seconds remaining, Realize finds himself in defense. That ball not kissing the ceiling. So it's going to be a scarier one to clear away. Oli with another ceiling pinch, can't clear it away either. Elevate with a bit of a boost advantage, but realistically, when they're defending, it won't be quite as important. They can't be getting a goal from that one.
Realize, lovely touch towards Kami, but unfortunately for Realize, Kami was backwards. So couldn't do anything with it. I had to just leave it to run for Virtuoso, who uses every last bit of his boost just to get that ball forwards. G1 doing a really good job pressing Elevate right now.
And that's my issue as well with Elevate a lot of the time. They use all their boost to do a play. They don't leave any to have any follow-up plays. Virtuoso using not quite all of his boost on that chance. With a minute left, it seems to be even Stevens potentially entering that golden goal territory.
Yeah, it's going to begin to get a little bit nervy because G1 will feel they'd be good for a lead in this game. They're yet to smash the ball through the net. Kami's touch is clean, then he closes down Atomic. Virtuoso sniffs an opportunity up against Oli. Oli fakes it. Realized, bumps out Virtuoso. But now Atomic has some time to play. He tees up what he thought was going to be Oli. Instead it was Virtuoso. 30 seconds left. This is the quietest game so far. Dorito might be about to make something explode. Atomic's up again. Virtuoso's just waiting. Can G1 steer it around the corner? Not quite this time. Oli has to just watch as Realize clears.
Good clear as well. Unfortunately, it finds Dorito, the final 15, with Atomic going short but towards the goal. 20 seconds. Virtuoso steals that corner boost. That will be vital with a bump. Maybe more so. Realize finds Kami up pitch. He's up. Oli's there. He taps it on target. Kami finds gold at the death of game 5.
An Elevate stunner. They've defended for 5 minutes straight. Atomic looks defeated. They don't know what to say to each other. Elevate. How on earth have you stolen this game? Maybe.
Excellent play from Kami, but the final 5 is going to be huge. A good fake kickoff sees Oli with ball possession. Virtuoso bumped out of the way. Realize, can he find the ground? No, he just finds Atomic. Oli up now, challenged by Kami. Realize beats every player to that ball. The final 5 seconds sees gold for Elevate. They move on to series point.
Wow. Now that is something. I feel like we don't even need to speak. Just look at the body language here. Oh, there are some serious head shakes going on for G1. This is tough.
Atomic's fuming.
This is a tricky position because they were by far the better team in that game.
Well, they were attacking, but they've done that the entire time. And Elevate, yet again, how many saves did they put on that time? I'm silly and I can't read. One. Sorry? One.
Wow, one save they made.
What?
One save.
How many shots did they had? One shot.
All right,
G1 had one shot.
Well, all right,
and one save. But they were in the... Right. What? I thought that would be like 6 or 7 saves, 8 shots, something like that. 1 and 1. Cool, fair enough.
Do you reckon that's the team talk like right now? Like, come on, guys, we made them make 1 save. That's something to build upon.
It's a big old save, apparently.
Let's make it 2 on Neo Tokyo. Oh, how apt would it be? APAC getting their first ever series win against a region other than SSA on glorious Neo Tokyo. It can happen. The potential is there. History maybe is about to be made. G1 going to do their best to spoil it. Elevate, do you have it in ya?
G1 are going to need to put on a huge fight here. The start will be vital. If they go down by a couple, then they may well lose the ghost. That team does not look inspired right now. A shot high, Oli's there, tips it high again. And as we see from the previous game, G1 with nothing but pressure.
And now they're getting some demos of their own. Oli took out Virtuoso there. Just something else for Elevate to think about. Now Oli's in full bull chase mode. I don't mind that at all. It makes perfect sense here. Try and make Elevate think and question themselves.
Good block in the corner, sees the ball fall again, but Kami with a lovely interception. G1, can they continue these pushes as hard as they have been going for them? Because G1 have made Elevate sweat a huge amount. A single shot, a single save, somehow in that previous game. A minute gone, but we've seen what Kami can do with just 5 seconds.
Oh, glorious pre-jump there from Virtuoso. Realised his pass was precise too. And there's a demo as well. It's Dorito on Virtuoso. That definitely seems to be something that G1 have said to themselves. We have to take these guys away, swipe them out the game.
It's a brilliant shout too. G1, they've had those 2 games, but when you have these issues, as soon as any of them end up emerging, you need to make sure that you are able to touch them down often, over and over again. Minute and a half. Dorito, they get an important goal. They secure 1. G1 on Neo Tokyo, here to play spoiler.
Oh, they're playing spoiler so well as well. That's what they've been doing since they came onto the scene, upsetting the bigger teams, making the bigger orbs upset that they are here. They are at this major. They are in this, this quarterfinal, this championship Sunday. And they are not. It's Virtuoso though, still time for Elevate. Kami's in front of him. Vert sends it high. Realize tries to follow, but Atomic is too fast, too pacey at least for now. But the ball manages to find its way to the side until a team pinch comes in to get it towards Kami. Dorito up every touch of the utmost importance right now for G1 to show their professionalism. The serious players from the bigger region trying not to be bullied by Elevate from APAC as the ball goes over their goal over and over again.
2 minutes elapsed and this G1 lead stays firm. Elevate haven't been pushed a huge amount. Now the ball moving a lot more towards the midfield. A shot from Virtuoso.
Oh!
It's good! Top corner, smashed in half.
He just waits. He picks his moment and he puts the bullet into the heart of the net. Atomic couldn't close it. Nor could Dorito. All 3 of them down.
And all 3 of Elevate, they're calm, they're chill, they're making sure that they know job's not done yet for either team. An influential demo there. Fantastic movement meant that the kickoff goal wasn't going to find its way in. Oli with another spectacular block as well.
How apt, the Spanish kickoff keeping Elevate away. They're at bay at least for now as Virtuoso tries to dunk Atomic. Realizes waiting, he's scored goals like this before. He gets the flip reset and the challenge off the backboard. Kami's in, all 3 G1 players are there. Realize gets himself in the row! Virtuoso gets the dunk, and there's the reaction from Elevate!
The dunk in the middle of the net, faking out 2 of them as well, forces them to jump. Virtuoso potentially securing history for APAC.
It's there in front of them, the potential to get that elusive series win, to go 1-1 in the Swiss with the big boys, the huge Orgs going toe-to-toe all the way. Dorito trying to quell those dreams though. It's Atomic to the backboard. Oli, he sends it high. How much left does Dorito have in the tank mentally, physically, it's been such a long series, Stumpy, all these delays. Elevate currently running away on top.
Atomic sends it high, gets only one reset. Kami can close it down on that opportunity. We see Neo Tokyo, and we see potential success here for Elevate. A shot comes on, it's wide, it's realized! It's free for Elevate!
They just keep doing it! Realize, just bide their time, they wait for their moment. Virtuoso causing all sorts of havoc. After his teammate went away, Atomic didn't know where to turn. The heads are in their hands. There's still 1 minute and 45 seconds left, but the 2-goal cushion is so soft for Elevate.
G1 have chances, they have opportunities, they have had pressure, and only removes Virtuoso from the pitch. They need some magic to start now, and if there is a magical team, then that team will be G1. Kami goes central, 60 boost, he dunks. The ball from the ceiling, it's Dorito to clear towards Atomic.
Atomic sends it towards Oli. This could be a chance, but he's put it wide. A massive opportunity there from the pre-jump. They'll keep on going, G1. Oli's found again. He has to pass that wide to the right. Tries to take it, but realised he is everywhere where G1 don't want him to be.
Minute 10 seconds, Virtuoso can bump, Kami can shoot. Kami can nearly get that dunk as well. Realise has to be careful. As Dorito pushes up the pitch, he gets that touch into that back corner as well. We approach 1 minute remaining.
Even when they're not scoring, Elevate, sending it to G1 territory is good enough, at least for now. One more goal though for G1 could suddenly change that. Virtuoso, he booms it long, Dorito waits. Oli's touch towards Atomic. What can Oli conjure up? His challenge game is so strong, but Realize reads it to perfection.
Yet more blocks, yet more steadfast defense for Elevate. 35 seconds, and Virtuoso to the skies. 1 reset, 10 boost, and a dream so potentially secured.
It's getting so close, Stumpy. It's tantalizingly near. Dorito waits. Realize charges him down yet again. Virtuoso to the side. 20 seconds left now. 2 goals needed. Is it going to be possible? Dorito forwards. Can they get this goal?
15. 2 goals needed. With G1, no more opportunities. Elevate on the brink of making APAC history. They have done it. It is history made on Neo Tokyo.
Out here on the B stream, Elevate get their series win against an EU team years in the making. Realize has been top of this region for literal years. Look at him, look at the reaction. This is the man who's been brought to tears talking about his journey into Rocket League way back at the start of last season in the Stockholm Major. He built to this moment right here with his 2 dream teammates alongside him, representing APAC. Your winners are Elevate.
If this story doesn't inspire you, if the story of Realize, seeing the game years ago, grinding when they couldn't be in the RLCS, making sure that his determination never stopped, making sure that he picked up 2 players in Kami and Virtuoso who took one of the biggest risks moving to a brand new region. If this is not inspirational, I don't know what to tell you. Elevate, they take down a European team and they move on to a 1-1 record in our Swiss at the World Championships. I am beaming at that.
Huge. A huge moment. The story of the Rocket League World Championship 2023 so far. Elevate going 1-1. And I'll tell you what, Stumpy, they jolly well deserve it.
G1 on the other side are an org where we were saying there are so many question marks, but that team put up a really good fight. But when you are trying to battle against a team that have destiny on their side, and when you are thinking, we need to try and ruin what destiny has got on the plate for